Can you imagine The Lord of the Rings without the axe-wielding, sharp-tongued, well-bearded Gimli the Dwarf? He's our favorite Lord of the Rings character. Well done, Mr. Tolkien. While maybe not as wise as Gandalf, a couple of his lines from the books and movies can offer us Catholics some surprising insight into the spiritual life. So here are 4 awesome Gimli quotes and their Catholic translation. Number 1.
I asked her for one hair from her golden head. She gave me 3.
Not only ask and you shall receive, seek and you shall find, knock and the door will be opened for you, but also don't be afraid to be bold in what you ask of the Lord. For example, you can pray for happiness, but why just pray for happiness when you can pray for true and complete joy? You can pray for just a job to make sure you keep the bills paid. Maybe, though, you should consider praying for meaningful and fulfilling work. Of course, you also need to make sure your heart is in the right place. Solomon asked for wisdom when he could have asked for something more material. But God granted him wisdom and gave him the more material things as well. God is a generous Father. Number 2.
Toss me. What? I cannot jump the distance, you'll have to toss me.
As much as we might not like admitting our faults and inadequacies, being humble and looking for help keeps our pride in check. Humility is a very Christ-like quality. And as Romans 12:3-8 directly points out, we all have different gifts for a reason. Number 3.
Tell me, Legolas, why did I come on this quest? Little did I know where the chief peril lay. Truly Elrond spoke, saying that he could not foresee what we might meet upon our road. Dormant in the dark was the danger that I feared, and it did not hold me back. But I would not have come had I known the danger of light and joy.
In one's spiritual journey, there are going to be rough times. There is no doubt about that. There are also going to be not as rough times. You know, the routine, typical, business-as-usual times. The importance of staying strong and never wavering in your trust in the Lord during these times cannot be understated. However, those moments when all is well and smooth sailing, these spiritual high moments, be careful with those as well. You can get complacent and not see or not want to see God calling you to a new part of your journey. You will hesitate to answer God's call because you won't want to leave behind what you have now. St. Peter's reaction during the Transfiguration is exactly what Gimli is talking about. St. Peter wanted to stay on the mountain, but alas, no. His role meant he had to come down from the mountain, even if he wasn't too keen on doing so. Number 4.
Certainty of death, small chance of success. What are we waiting for?
So in a sense, this is the proper martyr's attitude, or perhaps a comical version of the missionary mindset when they're faced with preaching in a hostile or unreceptive mission territory. Think of saints like St. Berard and companions. At the time, these members of the relatively new Order of Friars Minor headed to southern Spain and Morocco, which was currently occupied by Muslim forces. The chances of making converts from Islam in an area with already tense relations with Christians seemed rather low. The possibility of being killed for so openly preaching was very real. And yet, Gimli and the proto-martyrs of the Franciscans knew that they only had to do their part. God's or Frodo's actions would determine the rest. So what other quotes from everyone's favorite Middle-earth dwarf have a Catholic translation? We insist you put it in the comments section. And if you want to see more great videos that fuse your Catholic faith and your geekiness, then subscribe to Random Catholic Thoughts Geek. Don't forget to like, share, and suggest a topic. May the Lord be with you.